After competing well in several major tournaments in 2014, Bomber and Life have advanced to their next stage on the road to BlizzCon, the round of 16.
In the round of 16, the 16 best performing players from the entire year will go up against each other. They have performed in different tournaments all around the world. They have collected points, they have earned their seedings. It's a single elimination tournament, it is a best of 5.
The opening weekend prior to BlizzCon was not just very important as far as the results, the prestige go, but you want to get into that round of 8 to play on the big stage.
Overall, round of 16 is pretty much as tough as it gets.
When you take into consideration the investments of time and stress that the players make traveling and competing in these events, it's a lot of pressure, but mostly from their expectations of themselves.
The amount of time it takes to prepare yourself for a tournament, the amount of studying you have to do of your opponent.
It's very nerve-wracking because of how long the journey has been. They don't want it to end.
일단 한국에서 정말 잘하는 선수로 알려졌기 때문에 걱정은 됐지만 열심히 준비했기 때문에 딱히 상관없었던 것 같아요.
당연히 경기 전에는 조금이라도 긴장을 당연히 하게 되고, 근데 저는 그 긴장하는 게 지기 좋고 경기하는데 지장이 있는 편은 아니기 때문에 즐기고 있어요.
If Life and Bomber expect to make it to BlizzCon, they'll need to keep their nerves under control.
Time for our first game of the round of 16. Hold on to your seats, it could be a bumpy ride. It's Bomber versus Jaedong.
It was a clash of titans.
Bomber was definitely a big favorite over Jaedong, but it's still Jaedong, and everyone knows that you cannot underestimate Jaedong when there is so much on the line.
Bomber is playing probably the best StarCraft he's ever played.
Bomber too is one of these guys that performs good when it matters a lot, and he was already on a hot streak. You know that this was Bomber pretty much as good as it's going to get. Bomber versus Jaedong turned out to be a lot closer than everyone expected it to be. At a certain point, Jaedong was even up 2-1 in the series.
Bomber remains in the game, but there's no win in this. And here we go, the flank does come in, and Bomber may have to GG after this attack. Yeah, he got sandwiched there. Really nicely done there by Jaedong. GG, and Jaedong takes the lead 2-1 over Bomber.
In a surprising turn of events, Bomber finds himself one loss away from elimination.
Bomber has gotten the best of Jaedong in a lot of their recent tournament matches. I think Jaedong was really gunning to show the world that he could beat Bomber.
And map number 4 was going to be played on Catalina. And Bomber wouldn't be Bomber if he would just, with so much on the line, still go for a ridiculously risky build. He proxied Rexit early on, and he tried to deny the first expand of Jaedong. And he marches across the map, and in a weird way, right before he's about to step on a Baneling, Bomber just splits all of his Marines. He didn't know they were there, he couldn't see it.
He's moving forward now, and there it is. Bomber ties it up. Going to that 5th and final map. This is going to be the final engagement of this game. Jaedong throwing all of his units in, and Bomber will walk forward into victory and the round of 8. GG! Bomber will play live at BlizzCon.
이번 블리즈컨 16강 상대가 이지동 선수로 정해졌을 때 사실 개인적으로는 기분이 상당히 좋았었지만 실제 경기를 했을 때는 2대1까지 제가 지고 있는 상황까지 몰리면서 이제 좀 힘들겠다라고 생각을 하고 있었는데 솔직히 말하자면은 이게 제동이랑 이제 자주 만나서 항상 이기다 보니까 안 믿기겠지만 전 좀 살짝 미안했어요.
With a come-from-behind victory, Bomber has secured a slot at BlizzCon. Life, on the other hand, finds himself facing Zest, a player many had picked to win the entire tournament.
Life was a huge underdog going into that best of 5.
It was the biggest uphill battle I think he was going to face for a very long time.
Zest was considered the best Protoss player in the world in that moment, performed extremely well throughout the career.
I think most people looking at this series say, okay, Life is a really good player, but Zest should win this quite handily.
Life vs. Zest was one of the better series of StarCraft 2 that I've seen throughout the entire year.
Life dives in here, but nice force fields block out those roaches.
Game number 1, Life was just relentless with his aggression and was really able to hit very narrow timing windows that I didn't even thought really existed in the matchup. And then he kept on the aggression. He just kept pouring down the aggression on Zest's bases, and Zest was never able to stabilize.
Everything everything getting corrupted right now. The Muta's coming in for extra hits as well, and it looks like there's no way he's going to end up holding this.
And then he just did pretty much the exact same thing in game number 2.
Artosis, is Life going to go 2-0 now against Zest? I guess he is.
Wow.
GG.
Then game number 3 was one of the most unique games ever because Life was in a dominant position. And then like Zest wins a game that he really shouldn't have won. Then Zest wins game 4 as well. And we're like, oh well, here we go. You know, after all, Zest will do what everyone thought he will do.
Having given up the lead, Life sees victory slipping from his grasp.
Well, guys, this is the final game between these two.
And it looks like, oh my God, so many probes going to lose their lives here.
Life, as good as he is at his offense, we've seen some incredible defense from Zest. Let's see how he does here. The Hydras are pushing forward. There's not much more room. GG. Life defeats Zest.
저는 주성욱 선수가 이번 대회에서 제일 잘한다고 생각했어서 일단 16강에 모든 힘을 다 썼고
일단 제스트 선수를 이겼을 때가 8강 진출했을 때라서 딱히 아직 우승하려면 많이 남았기 때문에 그렇게 기쁘진 않고 일단 한 고비를 넘겼다고 생각합니다.
이제 곧 8강 경기를 하게 되는데 무조건 이긴다고 생각하고 있습니다.
With their exciting victories, Bomber and Life have each taken one step forward to the grand prize, BlizzCon.